Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends X-Men 5-pack Classic Marvel Girl. And this one, surprising enough, is probably one of the better of the bunch, if not, well actually, I hated just about all of the other ones. So this one might be the best, and that's not saying much. Keep in mind that the other ones were all pretty much garbage. This one's just slightly less bad. The head sculpt is actually the saving grace. I actually like the head sculpt on her. She's got kind of a weird mouth thing going on since her teeth are showing, so it looks kind of odd. But in person it doesn't look that bad. And having the hair stick out even though it's painted poorly, and she doesn't have a huge fin like Angel, her head actually looks pretty good, and she's not a horrible figure, especially at a somewhat of a distance. If you're up close it looks kind of weird, but that's okay. She's got the female shield agent body for the most part. I think these are new gloves because they're not the same gloves that we saw on like Madam Hydra or Madam Mask. Not Madam Hydra. One of them had gloves, I don't remember. So these are new, I believe. She's got the Jean Grey fist and hand. Mine's warped, but that's not something to point out in a review because you can just fix that with water. So just know that she's got new gloves, and I believe these boots are new too. I think these feet are the ones from Moonstone, but they don't fit the figure. They're just kind of big and goofy looking. She's got skinny ankles and then these big goofy looking feet, so that looks kind of weird. Again, she's got the really strong orange shading on the torso. At least since her torso is all one piece, it comes all the way down, but they missed the hips, they missed the gloves, and they missed the lower boots again. So it's just, again, really lazy, and of course they didn't paint the back. Screw it, they won't look at the back, we don't have to paint that. Let's save another 20 cents. The painting on the hair, there's no shading. There's no seam where the hood is, so that there's blue on the hair. That's lovely. At least the eyes are painted nicely. Her eyes are fairly decent. Her line work isn't horrible. The blue actually doesn't have yellow poking through, believe it or not, except for the seams, which I can let that go, and a scratch on the side of her boob there. So, I mean, she's the best of the bunch, but that's not saying that much. So anyway, let's run through it real quick. The head, same articulation we've seen on this body probably 15 times by now. So the head's not going to move much. It doesn't have a hinge in it at all. It's just that ball peg. So that's about all you're going to get to do with the head. She has no bicep swivel, but the shoulders do work well. The arms can go all the way down, so that's nice. Bicep or elbow hinge with the swivel right there. That's really nice. I love that the glove that has all the over shading has all this blue schmutz on it too. That's really nice. The glove is sculpted super wrinkly, but then the hands don't have any wrinkles on them at all. And then the lack of shading puts a real big divide in the coloring. It just looks bad. But there's a swivel and a hinge there. My hinge isn't going right now, and it'll probably break, so I'm not going to mess with it. She does have the diaphragm joint that we've seen before. It's okay. It's not great. I mean, it's whatever. The belt is the same as the other ones. It's got the, actually I think it might be the Jean Grey belt. It is the Jean Grey belt. So they just repainted that. It does have the gold in the circle part with the black on it. We've seen the hips before, not going through that. Seen the knees before. And like I said, these boots, I think they're new. They may not be, but just like the gloves, they're super wrinkly, and then the feet have no wrinkles at all, and the division of the orange and yellow just makes it look really bad. The only good thing is because the feet are super big and have that big cutout for the joint, they do get a good range of motion, and we do get the ankle rocker on this mold. So I mean, it's not a complete failure, it's just like 80%. She stands about just over 6 inches tall, so it's still too tall, but whatever. It's not horrible. The head sculpt is decent. The body is mostly decent, just like the Bucky Cat body is mostly decent, but everything they did to make this figure, the X-Men Marvel Girl, it's just pretty poor. It's really disappointing. So I have to say, guys, I don't recommend you buy this 5-pack, or don't buy the individual figures on eBay. It's as big an X-Men fan as I am. I'm really regretful that I bought this set. It's just really low quality, like a slap in the face to the collectors. Alright guys, there it is. I know these reviews were super negative, but that's because the figures were super crappy, so don't shoot the messenger. Alright, or shoot me, I don't care, but I'll just delete your comments anyway. So there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.